Hi guys, thank you so much for stopping by. For today's video, I am showing you my Halloween decor all throughout the years. It's all about Halloween. I love decorating for this holiday, so if you have any pointers or tips or anything that you love to do and you would like to share with me, please do. It is a mega video because it is throughout the year, so I hope you enjoy it and let me know what you think. Thank you so much and let's get going. So I start off just by scattering things that I will be using either on the lawn or by my front porch. I've already turned my sign around. It's October Witches sign I had made a few years back, and the one side says welcome, the other side is for October. So I put that out. Then I'm going to be using these cages that I made a few years back, and I just hang them up on a plant hanger, and I just stuck this little beware sign there too. And they're just cute little additions. I would like to maybe put lights in them one year, but I have to find some that are battery operated and waterproof, which I don't even know if it exists. So I've hung up this guy, which I picked up at Value Village. Up there, he does scream, but he screams help me, so I don't know if it's appropriate to have it on, just because I worry the neighbors will get worried. Then I got this little zombie thing and that I stuck in the planter. I got this at Giant Tiger. That arm is from the dollar store, and those brooms are also from the dollar store. Then I've got these little ghosts from the dollar store, and then this I picked up at Value Village too. It is a witch, and when you come close to it, she screams and laughs. So so it's a good thing to have out for Halloween too. She does light up a little bit too. I don't have the batteries in her yet because I just didn't want, like, we go in and out all the time, so it's going to waste all the batteries. Then I've got these hands that are sticking out of the ground that I've put in there, and the witch's feet. I've put up my rest in peace signs with witch's feet and skulls and arms coming out. I did make those rest in peace signs. We did the blow up little toys out here as well. I will have a ghost that I put there, and you'll see in a minute. Not a ghost, a skeleton that I put up there to be sitting on the front porch. I was just waiting for him to get here, so I kind of did this in a few batches. Then I put pumpkins in my urns, and I put more hands to stick out of the ground here. And I put my mini pumpkins that I got. They're not actually mini pumpkins, they're normal sized pumpkins. The ones that are in the urns are gigantic. And so I put those back, and I'll just kind of do a more of a tour of the front porch here as well with, I call him Hank. He's my skeleton, so I did put him out here. I got him at Lowe's. It was quite cheap. It was $47. There was a big discount. I don't know why, but there was. These pumpkin these are lights, so those you'll see when I do the night shot. And I think it's looking good. It's not super scary, but it's a little bit spooky, but not super, super scary for kiddos. I love these blow up things. I know they're whatever, but they're just so fun. And it's been super windy, so we haven't been able to really put them on too much, but I also stuck these hats so they look like floating witches hats, and I put some lights in them. I've ordered battery operated lights, which I'll put out on Halloween, but for now I just put little glow lights in there so you could see. Then I put this jack-o'-lantern out so you can see what it'll look like on Halloween. I won't have him out the entire time because my porch isn't covered and the rain will just, it's no good for him. So this is what it looks like at night. I've put some of those fake cobwebs out too. I think it looks really cute. Like I said, not too super spooky, but very nice. My lights are the changeable lights, so I put purple on the front, and on the garage I did orange. So let me know what you think of that front porch. And then when you come inside, I have this little rug from the Dollar Tree that says welcome to our haunted house. And I have a wreath on the inside of the door as well. I've got just like a little pumpkin, velvet pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. Then I made this little shelf or whatever you want to call it here, and I put some of the flowers with the eyeballs in there. And then got my vase here with the skeleton. So I just tried to add little details of stuff everywhere. And then when you walk in, I have this It's going to be Halloween Village, but I'm not quite done yet. But a lot of these things are DIY things. You can check out my Halloween videos if you'd like. And this is what you see when you walk into the front hall. And then I've got another stand over here. And I think I'm going to stop talking and you can just kind of see as I go, see as you go. Okay, so now I love this little tree from the Dollar Tree. It's their Halloween version of the Christmas tree. But here's the tour of my family room. You've seen the hallway. Now you're going to see all the decor in the family room. I added, like I said, little details like using this hand for my coasters, adding my hydrangeas from the garden because they're like to me, they're a fall, summer, and spooky Halloween kind of thing. I've got these DIYs here on my tray, just adding little spook factor. You can see everything kind of looks like everything is DIY. Sorry, not looks like everything is DIY. Then I've got these um, pillow covers from Amazon. They're the Salem Miracle Potion Hocus Pocus. And then the pillow in the middle is a DIY. This little mug is a DIY. So all of these are on my channel if you wanted to check them out. And just look at the top. I'll be posting little videos you can look at. It's also a good time to go to the Dollar Tree in the next few weeks, even if you don't get this decor done for this year. Usually at the end of the season, if they have leftover Halloween stuff and it's past Halloween, they'll have it off 50% at least here in Ontario. So head on over there if there's stuff that you want. I mean, I know it's $1.50, but hey, if you can get stuff for 75 cents, why not? You can get double the stuff and do your DIYs. So that's the tree in the corner. Then this is the fireplace mantle. I just added a few more decor pieces here. My son also helped me decorate, so I left the things that he put up around the fireplace. I moved stuff around, and then I put this stuff in here. I switched it around, and then I brought Hank in, the skeleton, because it was super windy outside, so I brought him in and I kind of plopped him over here. The next few days are supposed to be super windy, so I thought I'd keep him inside. And then I've got this little corner here with my candelabras and some more stuff from the Dollar Tree. Most of the stuff is from the Dollar Tree or Dollarama, but mostly the Dollar Tree because it's $1.50, not like Dollarama I think goes up to $5 now, which is a lot. And then this is another DIY that I made, and then we're gonna head on to the kitchen, and after that into the dining room. So I'll put the music back on and we can listen. that's the end of the house tour and the decorate with me. I hope you enjoyed it. So for today's video, I'm going to give you a tour of my home. I will start off with my hallway, then move into my formal dining room kitchen, and end with my family room. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I'm just going to turn some music on. I will zoom in on some of my DIYs, and I'll link all of the videos to those DIYs in the, like up above in the cards, and I'll also have some playlists linked at the end, so make sure you check them out. So that is the end of my home tour. So I'm taking you throughout my house. I start off in our hall. We kind of have like a sunken hallway and then a main hallway. So I start off in the sunken hallway, move on to the main hallway, then move to my dining room and into my family room, and then I'll move into the basement. And I'll stay quiet for most of the time. All of these things that I'm showing you, most of these things are DIYs, and I'll link the playlist from my DIY channel. So if you don't know, I have a DIY channel. I'll link that to the description below if you wanted to check anything out. And so just enjoy and don't get too spooked out. So I will be doing a front porch and like outdoor Halloween decor tour as well. So that'll happen a little bit later on this week. It's been really rainy and really windy here, so I don't want to put out more than what I've put out because a lot of them I'm afraid will go flying off. I already lost a ghost. I had to go down the street looking for it. So I will put more out at the end of the week. It's supposed to be nicer, so I'll take some nice pictures and videos for you guys to show you what I've done. It's looking really nice. Some of my pumpkins are also kind of going away, so I'll have to swap those out. I had those out for my fall decor, so I will be taking those out and replacing them with my big jack-o'-lantern that you saw here, and then maybe buying one or two more big orange pumpkins. And if you're interested in any of the tiered trays that I'm showing you in this episode, you can go to the link above, and that's my tier tray video episode, which I published last week. So you can take a look at that to see what all those things are.
And so this is our basement. Our basement is, I think, a lot of fun. It's got a lot of the kid-friendly kind of DIYs from the Dollar Tree, some that I made, some that I bought, and it's got a mixture of fall stuff. It has a lot of stuff to look at, which I love. The kids love it, so this is their space down here. I had redone this last year. No, the year before. Sorry, the year before. And they really, really enjoy this space now. It used to kind of be a space that we just used during the summer, but now it's kind of like a year round. And we use it during the summer because of the swimming pool. Don't mind the cat and don't mind under the deck. There's a mess there because we started our fall cleanup. So a lot of the stuff that we don't want getting wet is out there now, or like we don't want freezing over or whatnot, like my garden containers and all that stuff. But yeah, so this is the basement. I wasn't going to make this spooky, as my kids say, but they really wanted me to, so I did. And here are just some close-ups of just little mishmash of decorations that I added in. Like I said, it's not like it's definitely a kid-friendly space, but I really do like the way it came out. And some of my Kirkland inspired DIYs, my little garland that I made. All super nice. All of this is handmade by me, including the clock. I may repaint that clock. I don't know if I'm loving the color right now, but this is what it's looking like now. More DIYs and crafts that we made with the kids together. And then just other little decorations down here. And then my books. My books from school and all of that stuff. So anyway, that's the basement. Oh yes, and then there's the tray. And I'll show you a picture after this of the tray that I made. But I'm sure you've already watched the tier tray video where you would have seen how I put that together. But again, most of the stuff was handmade. So here it is.
Well, here it is. Hopefully you enjoyed a little sneak peek of my house for Halloween. I hope you enjoyed it and come back on Friday to see the front porch Halloween tour. And thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay safe and thanks for watching. For today's episode, I am showing you my outdoor Halloween decor. So I'm starting off with my box of Halloween stuff. Some of this stuff I won't actually put out until the day of Halloween. So this ghost and this witch I'll put out there then, only because they take batteries and if they get wet, because I don't have a covered porch, they might get damaged. So I put those out then. They also make a lot of noise, so I don't like to put them out too much before Halloween. So up until about a week ago, this is what my porch looked like, and then all the pumpkins rotted. So I had to take those off. I had put in these pumpkin lights. They're super cute. They just kind of like follow the path, and you can plug them in. So it's great. You don't need a battery. Then I made these little tombstones last year, which I put in along with the zombie hands and the skeleton hands. And then I made these cages actually this year. If you want to check out how to make this, I'll link the video up here. And I put them out. So this is what I kind of had out to start, and then I added more as I felt inspired, I guess. And these are great, these tombstones, because they're made out of pressure treated wood. So they keep really well. I did add some Dollar Tree ones you'll see at the end, but they're styrofoam, so I kind of take them back in when it's super windy. And these not laundry baskets, these cages worked out really well. They've been keeping up really, really well. And then I like to add the witch's feet into the garden, so it looks like the witch smashed into the garden. Now, I did take down these hostas because I was filming this over time. I couldn't finish it. We started to have some bad weather, so then I had to kind of go back and do it after. I did chop down the hostas and move them around a little bit, but you'll see where they are now. And then I added this hand into my mum's, and I added the witch here. I wound up taking it down because I bought something else for here, and we put that above the garage. These pumpkins unfortunately rotted, so they're gone too. I'm just kind of explaining the whole process. We had a really hot fall, so I'm not sure why they rotted, but some of these bigger ones rotted. The blue one is okay, but the orange ones all rotted and we had to throw them out. I had this little wreath that I thought I would keep in the mailbox, but then I changed my mind and I put them down. These little ghosts have been okay. I did a good job sticking them on there, so they're not flying away yet. And then I kept the turkey until our Thanksgiving was done, and then I've taken that away as well. And then I just have a random arm in the garden, because why not? Okay, so here's everything changed up a little bit. I moved the ghosts, I moved these little brooms, and the pumpkins are still there because they were good. And those ghosts are still there. I made this sign last year and thought I'd share that with you too. If you want to check that out, I'll actually just link my Halloween DIY playlist to the description. That way, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. And this was kind of it for the first little while. And then I went back, like I said, and I put more stuff up. I got this doll. And this is kind of the only really kind of creepy thing that I have. Everything else is kind of like spooky, but it's a fun spooky. And then because I got that doll, we moved the witch and we put it up there. My husband had to do that because he had to climb the ladder. And normally I would stick ghosts on around the lights, but I haven't done that this year. But I thought it would look funny if the witch was kind of stuck to the garage. So throughout this whole process, my helpers were here helping, and my husband had put these guys up. They love these blow up. Like, look at the little guy jumping up and down. He was so excited. They love the little pumpkin that we have there, and they just think it's the best decorating for Halloween. So this is really all for them. So once those was blown up, I decided to show you what it looks like at night. I've put out this pumpkin. And again, I bring him back in when it's supposed to rain because my porch is not covered and I don't want him getting wet. He makes noises as well. I've moved the ghosts there and I've gotten rid of the rotten pumpkins and everything is really lit up nicely. Then I've got the tombstones here. And so as you can see, I added the Dollar Tree ones. And then I also added these witches that I made myself. But again, those ones I kind of put in and out depending on how windy it is because I'm afraid we've been having crazy winds and the way our house is positioned, the wind sometimes is really strong there. And so this is basically what my front looks like for Halloween. It's a lot, but not a lot, I think. Some people put out a lot more, but this is kind of just enough. It's a good balance.
For today's episode, I am decorating my front porch for a Halloween. So here are my two boxes that I'm using with all the different decorations that I will be putting up on this porch. So right now it's all decorated for fall. So I'm going to be reusing some of these things and also putting in other things. And I forgot that this sign had ho 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 on the one side, not the witches. So put that back and I will be reusing that sign up there because I just have to flip it over for Halloween.
So I've got these little cages that I made last year. I can link the video here for my DIY channel. And they've got rats in them, so I'm just going to be hanging them up on this plant hanger. I just have to close them back up with some zip ties, some black zip ties. But they're really cute, and actually they've held up pretty well considering they're just Dollar Tree DIYs. So I'm really happy that I get to use them again this year. This is the second year I've used them, I believe. And so I'm setting those up on the side over here. Normally I use them in the middle kind of my front lawn, but this year I decided to put them over here right by the door so that all of the decor, except for the graveyards, are more close to the front of the house. I then went and I added this little sign beside my It's October Witches sign with a little ghost. I picked that up at the thrift store. I added one of those Dollar Tree ghosts just to hang up there, but you'll see I move it near the end of the video. I've got my wreath. Now this one I picked up at Home Depot. I did not make it, but it's super cute and I love it. And then I'll be moving that ghost to the shutters and keeping some of the dry hydrangeas there. They're kind of flying all over the place. Every time the wind blows, they fly away. But I'm doing that. And then I'm going to get my husband to help me put up this witch. I like to have her kind of look like she's splattered into the brick. I was going to put her on where the shutters are. Then I decided to put her above the door. And then I decided I'll keep her there, but I don't like the way it looks with the wreath. It kind of looks off. It's not centered, but it's okay. So I just wound up leaving it for now. But he worked really hard to put her up, so then I felt bad taking her down. But he's a superhero. He helps us. As you can see, the little guy was super excited about these decorations, so he's always up for my shenanigans. Once that's up, I go ahead and I attach a little hook to that siding up there so that I can hang up this guy. He's kind of spooky. And he'll be in that little corner there, which again will add to the decorations. And then that's about it for the porch. I've got the cages here, then I'll have that hanging guy there. And I did this a little while ago, so I put the turkey out for Thanksgiving. But then I take that away and I added another pumpkin. I've got the inflatables here. I've got a graveyard here where I'm going to put arms in. So they look like they're coming out like this. And then I've got this in the garden here. Little skull, some arms coming out, a beware sign. Like all of this is from the dollar store, so if it goes, it goes. It's actually held up pretty good. It's, the second or third year I've had some of this stuff. So it's doing pretty well. And then the inflatables are great too. My little guy loves them. Actually, both of them love them. So I have those up there as well. And then I have the little witches legs here, so it looks like the witch fell into the planter. I've added the arms into the graves, and these graves were just from pieces of wood that we had, pressure treated wood. My husband cut them into this shape, and I just wrote down rest in peace on them. And now we have little skeleton hands coming out of them. So again, simple but kind of cute. And that's about it for the decoration. So let me just show you my porch again with everything all ready to go and the front lawn there with the inflatables. So this guy's battery operated and he screams. I don't actually know if that's the most appropriate thing to have screaming there, so I turned it off. I don't turn it on for Halloween, but it's a funny screaming noise that he screams. And that's about it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you enjoyed this. And do you decorate for Halloween? What do you do? Do you do lots or do you just do a little bit? I never used to until I had kids, and now that they love it, I love it too. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay safe.